Or indifferent in your mind.
Help me, O God. You're my only hope.
The Jedi uses the Force.
This is the weapon of the Jedi. The Force will be with you. Always.
All right. How's it going, guys?
Oh my God, are we live finally?
We are live finally.
We have been successful in the stealing of the government Wi-Fi.
I am. I'm streaming. Apparently, I still need some help. Apparently, you're seeing my image twice or something. It's I don't know what happened to the gameplay. But, you know, it's I don't know. We're gonna, hopefully, here in a second, you'll see some gameplay. You're super quiet? Okay, let me try to
turn myself up.
So can they hear you at all?
Can't hear Ranger.
Can't hear Ranger. No idea.
Oh my God.
They could hear the video, but they couldn't hear you. That's strange. They can hear me. I'm like trying to fix the transition. Let's.
Syllabus.
Can they...
Ranger J 1999. How copy over?
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 5.
But you guys can hear me. You just can't hear. You just can't hear him, huh? And
My crap turned up as loud as it can go. For the love of Christ.
I don't know. Let's see. I could see you. I just can't hear you. That's crazy. I don't know what's going on my end.
Ben, can you give me a spot check? See if you can hear, man. I'm listening and I can't hear Ranger at all.
That's crazy. Okay. You can hear me just fine. MJ can hear me just fine. I don't know what my...
But nasty weird. I don't get it.
We've had this happen before.
It's the input setting somewhere on OBS.
It's the input settings on OBS.
Why is your desktop audio thing not moving at all? You need
I don't know.
not receiving something.
Yep. No idea.
Turn.
Let's see if that's better. Nope. No idea why my desktop audio is not even on. Thanks, Grande.
Because I'm looking at Google and the goddamn thing.
Yeah, no, Google's doing just fine. It's just you're trolling. Finn is also very quiet. Is Finn even? Can you hear Finn at all, or no?
I don't think they can hear anybody besides you. It's an input setting on OBS.
Oh my God.
Have you tried, Smithy D? Have you tried turning it off and turning it on? that could easily be the problem. I have no idea. We're trying to figure this out. We tested it ahead of time a couple days ago. Apparently, we did not test it well enough. I don't know what the answer is.
Ranger.
Yes. What do you want me to do? God damn it, Elizabeth.
Hijack the
I
stream.
can't. He started it.
I started it, so you can't really. I don't think you can hijack it, can you?
He can. You have to stop streaming on OBS. Don't stop the stream on YouTube.
I just stopped streaming on OBS.
Stop streaming on OBS.
Okay.
Stop streaming on OBS. And then
Okay.
I got it. Ah. I knew it was something. Son of a bitch. That should do it. See if you guys can hear everything now.
Yep.
You guys hear me?
Do you hear all of us?
Can they hear all of us?
Ranger, let's just start again with the intro. I think we need to start with the intro
Oh
again.
yeah, we need to go back.
Oh, well, let me just pull that out my ass. Give me a second. Communists. All of you. Bunch of fucking communists. Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't even know if I have that up right. Okay, I've got that up. All right, let's do this again. I hope this works, because if it doesn't... Fuck. All right, we're going to try this again. We're going to start from the intro like nothing happened. And you guys all know that that's not the case, so blame Grande and his Wi-Fi government.
I'll edit it afterward.
Now, God damn it, Elizabeth. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1.
I suggest a new strategy, Arthur.
Only different in your mind.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
The Jedi uses the Force.
This is the weapon of the Jedi. The Force will be with you. Always.
Oh my God, we're back. We're trying this shit again. This is the last time I let Grande do anything. You failed.
Talk my
You
ass off.
failed me for the
Failed.
last time, Grande.
Failed miserably.
Yeah,
Oh
on the
I
dick
felt
hurting scale,
terrible.
that was pretty awful. Now I have to try to get your image on here. So let's do window capture properties. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
This is what happens when we give Grande nice things.
I mean, yeah, seriously,
You can't give Grande anything because
you can't.
he just screws it all up.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to do each of this. Oh my God.
Do you want me to talk?
Yes, please talk. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Christmas special.
Welcome to the stream.
You see, we had this beautiful setting. We had
We
all this
do.
really
Infinity
nice
did a
stuff.
great job.
We did a
You
great.
see that? Yeah,
and-
I mean, look at that. I mean, look at that. Maze Ducky has a TIE fighter. Look at that. You know, Urban Blaster has Lobot. He's been wanting Lobot for at least 6 months. Lampshade.
Mhm,
Where is Lampshade? He must be playing with his kitty already because his kitty's in his stocking.
mhm. Smithy
We got
D.
Smithy D here. Smithy D.
I'm here. I thought it was going to be Christmas. I'm waiting for this stream.
Yeah, it was gonna be Christmas before we got
Merry
the damn.
fucking Christmas, you filthy
Oh,
animals.
God.
And Happy New Year.
God dang.
Yeah,
All right, now that we
New
got
Year.
through the technical difficulties, see, I knew I should have streamed, but we were like, Grande was so passionate and he was so gung ho, and I was like, you know, it's Christmas. Let the man have his Christmas wish, and so we let him do it.
I mean, I
And-
got ready for the tournament and everything. We were gonna enter the tournament. Now we were gonna play around with tournament stuff. I haven't even entered that, getting all ready for it.
Yeah,
I was all kinds of excited.
yeah.
And
Great.
that didn't work out quite.
No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Didn't quite work out. So, welcome everybody to the Reality Skewed Gamers. We're starting a little bit late because of, well, you know, let's not
Grande.
rehash. But as I'm Ranger J 1999, that Mr. Potato Head over there is Grande Patron, aka the baby face. We've got Finity Troll. He's always looking out and trolling. So if you Think you're going to get away with some shit in chat? You're wrong. Lampshade will not be with us maybe later. He's got family. But we are awesome. Very pleased to welcome again, first off, Smithy D. Smithy D, all the way from United England, Great Britain. There's some, the Empire, whatever you want to refer it as. Smithy D, what's going on, bro?
I'm good. How are you, man? He's all set for Christmas.
Yes, I am. We don't care about Grande, so fuck him.
Yeah,
You ready to have a
whenever-
good Christmas yourself, sir? What you been up to?
Making videos.
I know.
Oh, video.
Some
Guys,
quality
every day.
videos. I mean, if you guys, the link to Smithy's stuff should be in the stream. It wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't. Shit, everything else is going to hell. But please check his stuff out. We're glad to have him back. Going to talk some
Way
Star
glad.
Wars Galaxy Heroes. We're going to be talking a lot of stuff. We got some fun stuff for you guys tonight. And also we got joining us again, the Duck Master himself, Quackalicious, Mr. Mage Ducky. What's going on, brother?
Oh, not much. Just enjoying some K2SO and
Yes,
enjoying
yes.
ships as always.
What the hell? Shut up. Shut up with your K2SO.
I
Go
had
eat it.
KTSO. Eat a dick.
I do not have K2SO.
Both of you go eat your K2SO.
He's really easy to gear, which is nice.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but-
Shut up.
He's
Good
really a
ships.
good tank. I'm using him in my raids, and we'll look at him. We'll look at him here because I've got him geared and
Nice.
I'm working on him and stuff, and he's a pretty solid piece. So Grande, Finn, you're jelly. That's all I got to say. And I
yeah, I
drink some
don't
Jack
have it.
Daniels to all you out there. And what we
Pretty-
like to do at the beginning of every show is we like to shout out all the people out there. First shout
And
out.
have technical difficulties.
Well, yeah, we have to have technical difficulties. There's always some stuff. I got a new microphone last week and fail on my part. Then we decided to let Grande do something, and that was fail.
Apparently, that needs a little bit more testing.
Yeah, we need to
Just-
test that a little bit more. I mean, oh my God. Who knew sound could be such a bitch? I mean, honestly.
Maybe a lot more.
I know. I mean, our stream has never had issues with sound.
No, never.
Ever.
Never,
No, I don't.
never
I don't
shut down. Never turned
No,
down. You know, Grande's picture has never
It's like a well-oiled
know.
machine.
like scratching his ball sack.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing like that has ever happened before.
Yeah, great. But let's shout out everybody in the stream.
Yes.
We got a lot of people in there. Glad to have you.
Bimatsu. Bimatsu was the very first person on here. Droid Griff, MJ, Reggae Dragon, my brother from another mother, Prelog, Enrique, Beta May 7.
That's me.
Oh,
Well, we're glad you're typing in chat. Let's put.
we got Jose Odalis
And
Hernandez
medium.
Caraballo. Killed my father. Prepare to die.
Let's see.
Shadow Val. Of course, we always have to give a big shout out to MJ and his lovely wife. Kim.
Ewokian.
Oh,
Knight Templar.
Ewokins. Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
We got some of the heavy hitters out there from different groups, so we are more than glad
Shadow
to have you. Yeah. So
Rick Rodriguez, Nervous MC.
So we got the who's who. What's going on in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes in here? So Urban Blaster's on. Let's get that monkey ass in here. What's he waiting for?
He's in here.
What's up, guys?
Oh, you just want to be a ninja, do your own goddamn thing, and just sneak in. Just
Boop, boop.
you missed all the fun, Urban. We were raining blood.
Yeah, we were out of my ears. We were raining blood.
Yeah. And Ranger was pissing blood, apparently.
Yeah, we were
It's
pretending we
so
were.
bad. You missed it all.
I mean, Urban. Let Grande try to run the stream. What do you think about that?
That was. I had no.
I want to get
sound.
Urban's thoughts. Urban, what are your thoughts of us letting Grande try to run the stream?
It sounds like it went as good as last week with no sound.
Yeah. Raining blood.
We should let Urban run the stream.
We should let Urban run this.
I know.
Maybe be like, I don't know what's going on with this second potato machine I bought.
Mhm.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so- I
I mean, that's
understand.
just-
Maybe like never trust a freaking droid computer.
Yeah.
Thank you, my bobber.
Madness. So welcome to our Christmas special, guys. Urban, what have you been up to, fool?
Just frickin' keeping the SWGOH grind going. That's about it.
Yes, the SWGOH grind, how it affects
Taking
us
over
all.
my life, but at
Taking
least I get paid for it. Sitting at work playing all day.
with crystals, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Depending on what kind of crystals we're talking about. Are those meth crystals? Is that the kind of work we're talking about? So let's get into this awesome show we have planned for you guys. I'm glad to have Urban, Smithy, Mage, Ducky, everybody here, everybody in the channel. Let's get fucking crazy. Let's have some fun. Just want a quick announcement. We will be doing a year in review stream next week.
Yes.
I can only imagine the retarded shit that we'll be reliving. Quite a lot of stuff from this past year that we had happened to us. So we will be having another special show to close out the year of 2016, heading into 2017. God, the time has flown by. We're on episode 27. That's not even counting all the episodes we've done. Those are just the live streams we've done.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of episodes.
All right,
Yep.
so let's get into the Star Wars news. What is first on the agenda, Mr. Babyface Grande Petroni?
Well, I think the first thing we have to talk about is we have to talk about the events, and we have to talk about the tournament that's going on right now.
Okay, let me
Where
pull up.
you get Kassan Andor shards.
Oh yes, let's pull that up. Oh, good, my video camera's not up because I had to. Son of a. Oh, all right. Let me pull. I've got the game up, but let me pull my actual video. Oh, it's so bad. So go ahead and start talking about it while I add me to the actual stream. Would be kind of nice.
Okay, sure.
What do you want to get to first?
So I think the first thing, when we get into everything with this character, we need to get into this character. We need to get into what's good about this character, what's bad about this character. Do you have ally points to be able to even go for this character? What's it going to take to unlock? It's going to take a top 100 finish for an unlock. It's going to take a fairly substantial amount of ally points to make this happen. And then, is it worth it? This character, I think, is worth it, especially if you have K2SO, because they work hand in hand. Do I think that this character is worth it without K2SO? I think it's debatable.
Before we do that, Urban, we were talking about the last event for.
Yes, I know. Kassan. Everybody tells me I say it wrong.
Can I? Yeah, I was just about to mention
Cassian, whatever. It's
you suck.
Apparently today is just not my day. In multiple here in a little bit, I'm probably going to call CI by the wrong name.
Okay.
You know, I'll call Bays Maze. It'll probably happen. So.
Right.
In fact, apparently I'm doing so poorly that Ranger has now decided that we're going back in time to a different setup without me in the picture, which is fine.
I'm just trying to get the gameplay up, fool. You dumbass.
I think it's a good call.
Yeah, that's your punishment. God. You've been banished.
That's my punishment. I've been banished.
I'll try to get you back up there, man. Just all right. I'm just trying to go simple right now so shit works. So, but before we get into casting, I do want to bring Urban in here. Smithy, made you too, but your thoughts on Jin in the tournament. Now, I had an astronomical amount of ally points.
AP. Yep.
Yeah, and I went for Jin, and for a while it was good. I was number 4 overall.
Okay.
Then I ran out of ally points. And dropped
how many allies did you come in with?
600K.
600K. Okay.
Right. And I still finished just outside the top 100.
Okay, so I think we probably need to talk. Very frustrating. So we probably need to talk about a few things as we go on about tournaments in general. And
I haven't started the new one. We can.
Yeah. And you guys tell me what your thoughts are. For the tournaments, highly favor people with larger rosters, because they use less ally points. Yeah. And so if you could get 3 or 4 or 5 teams that could beat somebody, then you will be doing much better. The second thing is that for about your first 25 matches that you 5-0 your opponent. In other words, you have to kill 5 people and not have any of your guys die, because you can get 25 points for having an extra ally, for having one of your characters survive, versus when you're way up at the top, you're looking at 3s and 8s. So the difference, so if you're looking at 3s and 8s, if you 5-0'd way up there, you're looking at a total of maybe 40, 50 points, versus at the very beginning, you're looking at getting 24 to 27, 28 points based on your first guy not dying. So I think it's strong. It means insanely strong. And make sure that you could 5-0 every time, and that gets you well ahead. What are your guys' thoughts on that, Smithy D?
Yeah, definitely. Normally, the tactic I would normally use on previous events is definitely just go in with like a weaker team, grab your points early on, especially with this being no refresh. You want to grab them as best as possible, and grab them and pretty much use what you can to kind of like 5-0 it, like you said. But pretty much that's what it's about, is grabbing those points early on. But as soon as you do get those points, you're going to jump right up that ladder, but you don't want to be using your best teams first, because once you come against these meta teams, it's going to cost you more, essentially.
Yeah, it does cost. So I think it's, what Smithy's kind of saying is that it's a double-edged sword. Do you use that low team, or do you and risk not 5-0ing, or do you use a higher team? I think that the people who I've seen that do really well have to have 4 or 5 teams that can beat meta teams. They have to have a Palpatine Empire team. They have to have a combination of 2 or 3 Rebel teams. Actually, have to have a full droid team, so that they could go up against droid teams. They potentially have to have a maybe second team that is mostly Jedi that can they could do pretty well, and potentially a clone team or a resistance team. 4 or 5 teams, so you're just not blowing through the ally points, because it sucks. And I'm just guessing it probably made Ranger's dick hurt when he was doing matches for 10,000 ally points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my guess is that you to that at one point, didn't you?
It was like, but I was climbing the ranks. I was doing really well. The problem is I don't have the droid team completed, because Java Engineer, you can never find the motherfucker ever anywhere in there, and I mean it's ridiculous. I've been trying to farm the hell out of him. I started working on B2, so I already got HK47, 88, and 86, so that's not a problem, right? I don't have clones. I am starting to slowly, other than 5s. I do have a Jedi team, but I could go a few different routes, but I mean, I only really have like 2 teams that are really up there that I could use. I can use Jedis, and I can use like a combination of the team I use for PvP. So to beat these meta teams, it's like, okay, I don't have 4 meta teams yet to participate in this tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Makes it a whole lot tougher.
It makes it a lot tougher.
Not only do you have a team, but you have to have decent mods on that team.
Right. That's the other thing.
You don't have to have super OP mods, but you have to have decent mods on that team. I mean, I'll tell you. I mean, I'm not trying to rub it in your face. I'm just going to tell you, I spent about $200K on the Gen Ursa tournament, and I came away with a 4-star Gen top 25 finish.
Right, and that's
the only reason why has to do with modded, geared, leveled teams. If I was trying to run 2 teams, I don't think I would have been able to do it. I was running a combination of 4 or 5 teams, and I was like, you get up to the top, and I'm like, okay, Wedge and Biggs can fix the whole thing, and people are going to kick me for this. Let's throw Night Sister Initiate in there. Why? Because she won't die. Not because she'll actually do anything worth anything. She just won't die. I mean, there were Ewok Elders saved my butt on a lot of teams. because Walk Elder, somebody died, and I'd be able to revive them before we got to the next so then I was able to 5-0 some of those matches.
Right.
It's incredibly frustrating, and I'm really sorry that you weren't able to come away with that.
Well, I wasn't the only one, Urban. I mean, you had the same issue I was having.
Yeah, I made it to the top 36. I went total full throttle the first day, but I only had like 145 points, and I think I refreshed once for 18,000. But basically, I got to the top, I think 36, and then I was like sleep, so I crashed out, and then I slept late, woke up. So I really had no ally points at that time, and I wake up and I'm in the top 200. I thought for sure I could like withstand the top 100, but that's my question is, what do you guys think of, like, when do you go full throttle, or do you have to keep this thing steady? That's what I'm not sure on.
Well, there's no refresh, so that's the thing.
So now in this tournament, if you go just select battle for a minute on the screen that you have here, and it'll tell you how long the tournament is. It doesn't matter. We're not going to actually battle. We just want to see what the refresh
it says
is.
prizes are 20 hours and 21 minutes away.
How many?
20 hours and 21 minutes away.
Right. So there's no refreshes on this one at all. So it's the same deal. So, if the sleeper guys are going to go late, right? And from a general tournament how many hours you spent actually playing the game, right? To get up to that top point. So rather than maybe spend your points super early, maybe think about spending your points late. Enter the tournament, run a couple of battles, run your free battles. Let's say that in order to get to normally, quote unquote, normally to get to that top 100, you're going to have to spend 2 or 3 hours playing your game, right? So maybe at about 4 or 5 hours in, check and see what the point totals look like, and realize that if you have to get 5K worth of points to get into the top 100, that 5K is normally going to cost you 300K in AP. And if you don't really want to spend that 300K in AP, maybe you need to stop and realize we're just going to do our free battles on this one, or we're just going to do enough battles to get to the top 200, and then we're going to wait. And then that way you're not really blowing all your stuff, and maybe you could save those ally points for another one that you think important. Mage Ducky, I know it. I have had multiple text conversations about whether it's better to go for a character or whether it's better to go for Vader's TIE Fighter. Mage Ducky, what do you think about that as far as going for a character? Let's talk about it as versus ships. Jen Erso in ships versus Vader in ships. Which one do you think would be more important?
Vader actually have Cassian's Union pulled up here on SWGOH.gg just in case we ended up talking about it. It has a lot of similar functionality to Biston's U-Wing, with some added bonuses that are really nice, but it's not as universally beneficial as Vader's Advanced TIE Fighter. So my personal vote is for everybody to not go for Vader's ship so that I can get it when I go for Vader's ship.
Go full in for Cassian's U-Wing. No.
But there's something about Cassian's U-Wing is it does require 3 characters, and even
what are your thoughts on? No, I mean that goes into the next tournament a little bit.
Sorry.
It's perfectly a perfect segue. What do you think about having to use 3 people in a U-Wing that it only takes 2 people to fly?
And one of those for iOS only, just to throw that.
Android only.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
K2SO, yeah, Android only character.
I guess if you're Android, then you might as well go for it because the ISO probably ain't going to go for it. So you've probably got more chance of getting that shit.
That's true. So
the problem is
75% of the player base.
the problem with Cassian's U-Wing right now is that it is the most gated unit, I think, in the game right now.
Yeah.
Because ships are based off the crew members, right?
Yeah.
If your crew members are crap, then your ship is crap.
Right.
It doesn't matter what you've done to it. And you need 3 which tournament exclusives, and you have to get those maxed out before you start seeing good returns on the Ewing itself, which you're not likely to get a 7-star of anyway. So honestly, I don't think that the Cassian's Ewing is too big of a concern for pretty much everybody. You're going to have the Krakens are going to be getting it, and that's about it. So you're not likely to see it on your Fleet Arena shard. You're probably not going to have any chance at getting it. So it's kind of not important right now, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. That talk about resource heavy, and I'm to a certain extent, if we want to, let's get into this and Cassian's Ewing for a bit, Kassan's Ewing for a minute, however the hell you say his name, whatever, Kassan's Ewing. You know, putting Jen Urso as a crew member of Kassan's Ewing is about the same as saying that in order to fly the Millennium Falcon, you have to have Old Ben, because Old Ben is a passenger on the Millennium Falcon one time.
One thing to note, though, is most everybody, including myself, I'm a big offender with this, is that everybody's calling them pilots, and they're not pilots. The game calls them crew members.
They're crew members. I get it, but you know what? Last time I checked, if you were a passenger one time, and the one time you were a passenger, the damn thing crashed, it does not make you a crew member.
Hey, it could be worse. They could have put 5 in, and they could have put Imwe in.
Yeah, I had the same thought. You could have had to have Bays and Churret, and then you would have
I'm banking on. I really want to see Episode 4 of Millennium Falcon come in and be that. Just have like R2D2, C-3PO, OG Han, Farm Boy Luke, Princess Leia, just everybody.
None of the ones yet did.
You have the 2 stormtroopers and the Imperial officer who went to investigate it. You got to throw those on as crew members.
I was kind of wondering why Shore Trooper wasn't a crew member, because he walked on the damn thing one time during an inspection while they were on Scarif. You know, I mean,
that was actually the Imperial freighter. But
whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just whatever. You know what? Throw it in there. You know, it's just that to me is an assault to my senses that they did it like that, and it reeks of uncanon. I mean, it just does. You know, because the damn thing has 12 seats. Now you have to have 12 crew members and go.
No, I think it's just a way for them to make
they're trying to
characters relevant.
Yes, I get it. They're trying to make the characters relevant. They're trying to gate the system. You know, they're trying to create a little bit of a barrier of entry so that we have to make that stuff happen. And I get it. I've made some spoilers. I'm sorry.
If you haven't seen Rogue One yet, then what's wrong with you?
Well, that's yes, but
I mean, who here hasn't seen it?
Well, I know Reggae Dragon in chat has not seen it yet.
Okay, so we won't do spoilers.
Okay. Now, but the other thing too, whenever we talk about this, is that if you're Android, I mean, if you're iOS, then you have to buy $100 pack to be able to fly the gosh darn thing.
Yeah.
And then after you buy the $100 pack, then you have to pull a whole bunch of these Rogue One packs, hoping that you get some K2SO, which apparently it's a Scarif Rebel Pathfinder / Bestin pack. The pack I think is broken. You know, on the forums they basically said you get 7 slots, and of those 7 slots, like 4 of them you will only get Scarif Rebel Pathfinder or Bestin in those slots. I feel like that a little bit more transparency should be put on their on CG. I mean, I get it. They're in it to make money. No problem.
It should be a good product.
At least give us a little bit more idea of the odds, rather than making it rather than thinking, oh, it's an even roll on every one of them in every one of the 7 slots. That to me is a little bit misleading. And my problem with that is that whenever you're a little bit misleading, that you end up frustrating your clients. And whenever you frustrate your clients, they have 2 choices. They say, well, I'm going to keep going and being frustrated, or I'm going to decide to do something else with my time and my money. And I love Star Wars. I love this game. Obviously, I mean, I play it. I have freaking 5 alt accounts.
Yeah,
I
'cause
love Star. I love Star Wars. I love everything about it. You know, why would we want to turn somebody off like that? I feel like a little bit more transparency, not a ton. Don't tell me the exact drop rate of anything. Just tell me, oh, hey, by the way, 75% chance you're going to get all this and like 2 bays out of this
Right.
pack. Just say that somewhere.
Well, just be transparent.
A little bit more, not a ton more transparent, a little bit more transparent.
Just a little bit.
That's what I'm asking for. I get it. There has to be some, version of chance in here, and I'm totally okay with that. I just,
Well,
it's
last week when I got, it's funny, Smithy was giving me a hard time busting my balls about, you going to buy the 99 pack this time on the stream? I'm like, no, butthole. Because it's not a good deal. Like, when you look at what I got last week with the Boba Fett deal, it was a pretty damn good deal. It really was.
Well,
and it made sense because I was already farming him. And, speaking of which, I need to get my shards for him.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that $99 pack.
I think he's max, though. I think I'm done with him. I am done with Boba Fett.
Let's talk about the $99 pack. If you said you were going to go tournaments, and you had 3 tournaments, right? So you had a Gen tournament, a casting tournament, and a Chirrut and Wade tournament. And you were going to spend 4 hours jacking around with each one of those tournaments. And so it's $33 a character, and you were going to spend 4 hours at it. That means we're basically saying your time is worth $8 an hour, $7 an hour, maybe $9 an hour. Your time may be well worth more than $9 or $10 an hour. And so, believe it or not, I actually think that pack is a good pack.
I don't. I think it's a horrible pack. I think it's a horrible pack for the price.
Now, here's the part I like about this pack. At least this pack is honest. This pack tells you for $100, you're going to get 80 shards, 50 shards, 50 shards.
To unlock.
It says exactly what you're going to do. And it's going to give you shards, not the character, which means you can leave it closed, go win the tournament, and you can end up with a higher level character. To me, this pack is perfect at transparency. It's telling you exactly what you get.
Oh, I don't doubt that part of it. I don't think it's not a good investment. I just don't.
You don't feel like it's a good investment?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Now I could be crazy, but what else is new? But I just don't think for the amount of money.
What do you think about this pack? You think this pack is worth it or not worth it?
In the long run, depends how well you are going to do in the tournament. Cause it's like a booster pack at the end of the day. That's what it is essentially. It's a booster pack to get. So if you hit top 100, for example, that booster pack is going to give you them shards. So the price it's hard to say because it depends on the individual if they're willing to pay that. If I had the money for it, I'd pay it, to be honest, because it's going to give you a big boost and a big advantage from the tournament. But if you're free to play or you spend a little, and if you're not going to do that well in the tournament, then it's probably something that you probably don't want to go near. It's more for the whales, more for people that are going to rank top 100 that can get the extra shards, or you're going to be left with a character that's going to be like 4 or 5 stars. Yeah,
Maze Ducky, what do you think? Good pack or bad pack on this pack?
I'm mostly free to play, so to me, $100 bill doesn't really matter what they put in there. $100 is too steep for me to jump in.
Yeah. Urban, what do you think, buddy?
With the transparency, like you pointed out, it's a good. I mean, I like that piece of it, but because I've gotten burned by spending some crystal packs, and I think those things are freaking useless. And this thing kind of, like you said, it has that transparency. So, but I mean, I don't pay for this shit. It's not for me, but. And then but you and Smitty do have some really good points on that because it's a transparency, but then you have to have the money, the
cash to do it. Yeah.
Or else it's just
that's
4 stars that you have.
That puts us because Finn doesn't talk very much. That puts us at like what, 2 against, 2 sort of 4, and Ranger says no. So I guess for the most part it's a no pack I think with the caveat being if you're a whale or if you're going to do well in the tournaments.
I mean, if you're,
And
After the
Schmidt-
fiasco that Grande put us through in the beginning, I'm agreeing with Ranger.
thank you.
Oh, there we go. There we go. No matter what I do, Finity's like a-hole.
I mean, if the boot fits, right?
Hey,
Right.
whatever. You know what? I'll
Ever since
I'll
you
say
shaved
that.
your beard, Grande, you've become a different man. I just don't recognize you anymore.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Grande.
It's totally okay. At
Don't
least I can
forget-
make fun of myself, right?
You're not the friend
Don't
we
forget that
thought you
Pat comes
were.
with.
We used to just stay up late at night and talk, and now I don't even know you anymore.
What would you say, Smithy D?
Don't forget that there's some training remotes in it. You know, I'm sure we've got.
Oh, not training
thousands of them
remotes.
every week.
Yeah, the training group.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes me go, oh shit, I better get this.
Now, in order to get it 7-star, you would need to have these characters. You would need to finish in the top 5 in the
Or
tournament.
you can just buy this pack. How many times? Is there any limit on it? I don't
Yes,
think there
you can only buy it one time.
One time. So.
One time pack.
Ah.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
It's bullshit. Don't buy it.
Do they do that limit just so you don't spend up your money, or is it because they want you to spend it
They
in
want you
other
to buy the
ways
other
to get
pack,
it?
the Rogue One one.
They want you to buy the other pack. Is correct.
Ah.
Smithy D is correct.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
There is
Buy the other
method
pack.
to their method. All right, so we looked at the tournament. We've looked at the packs. We've talked about that. What's next on the agenda, Babyface?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me that.
Let's go to the meta report.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, God, I have to fix that, too. Okay, here we go. The meta report. Look, nothing's working. Of course.
It's all Grande's fault. Even after Grande screws up, it's still Grande's fault. Oh, we have a whole lot more stuff to talk about. I forgot about all that stuff. Oh, man.
Let me
Yeah, we have tons of stuff after the meta report.
All right, so let me go ahead and give me a second here because I have to
All right.
adjust everything.
So what I want to talk about is, what does everybody think about the new changes to Finn? We probably need to go over the changes to Finn.
Well, he's a doctor and he's a part of the show. I have a lot of thoughts
Yeah.
about Finn.
I guess Finn.
He trolls a lot, but he makes the show go. So he has a lot of really good qualities that I respect.
I guess Finn in the movie.
Oh, that's
the movie Finn.
Oh,
Yeah, the movie Finn.
Oh well.
Wasn't Finn in the movie? Weren't he just like clean the floors of the Starkiller Base?
He was a
Yeah, he was a janitor, right? But apparently he learned how to fly the Millennium Falcon, and so therefore he's a pilot too. Even though the only thing he really flew was he crashed a TIE fighter because he was messing with one of the best pilots in the world, which was Poe, and Poe crashed the plane. So, go figure, right?
Yeah.
You kind of go through it. So let's look at this. Let's look at this character and the character's rework.
Well, I've got the meta report up. You want to go?
Let's do the meta report. Let's do the meta report, and then we'll go back to Finn.
Okay, give me a second. I'm almost there. Almost there. Stay on target.
Okay, Porkins.
That wasn't Porkins. That wasn't even Porkins. How dare you, sir? If you're gonna say who it is, at least get it right.
I got it all up through.
That was Mold Leader telling the other guy, saying,
I'm not snorting in my nose. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. That must have been Darth Vader. I don't know.
Well, you know
Wasn't
what?
that fucking Yoda? Wasn't Yoda there? Run the trenches, shall
If we can make Jen Urso a crew member, freaking, I could say Porkins said stay on target, and
Well,
apparently
that
I'm
would not be
okay.
canon, and that would not be correct, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Anybody else feel that that's just wrong on so many levels?
I don't know. I want Porkins in the game.
Yeah, it would be nice. Like,
Okay,
you have a skill, like, I got a problem here, and he just falls over from being giant and fat. Okay, so
Meta report. The
brought
main
to you
leader.
by whatever. Brought to you by
Grande Patron Tequila. When you
Grande-
need to get drunk, go Grande Patron Tequila.
Yeah,
It's
you
your
might
fifth
mute
best.
yourself, or you might mute all your friends.
If you enjoy gasoline and imbibing it, You're gonna love Grande Patron tequila. We think it's the same thing. All right, so looking at the meta
Wedge
report,
Antilles, man, leader by far.
yeah,
Almost 25%. He's got a great lead. TM on crit. Speed. Speed to. He's got speed to bigs. Health on crit. I mean, the guy's got an amazing leader ability. It makes perfect sense why he is the leader.
and then we got
The leader du jour of the moment.
Emperor Palpatine. Yeah,
makes it another great one. A complete counter, a direct counter to the Wedge Biggs combo makes great sense there. The leader coming up from a bunch from last week, Boba Fett in the third spot, taking over Rex. Even
I know.
Rex, who's been a staple for 4
for
months,
a long
maybe
time. Yeah,
taking over for him. Rex
Lando's
yeah,
dropped
Rex-
tremendously.
Lando's dropped. What's interesting is our droids are staying strong at 30. The droids have been at
Droids
30
are
for months.
badass team, man. I mean,
One of the couple cool ones that you're seeing come up, and I think this has to do with their Zeta abilities, is Vader, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Maul. I think that has everything to do with Zetas. And then bringing up the rear is your speed leader for those people who don't have quite so much speed on mods, which is going to be Akbar. What do you guys think about this? I'll tell you right now, I run Boba Fett lead. Smithy D, what lead do you running most of the time?
Rex at the minute.
Rex at the minute.
Okay.
Mage Ducky, who are you running?
Droids all the way.
So you're doing HK.
47.
Urban Assassin Master, what are you running?
I run a Wedge. I'm getting tired of seeing so many rebels, but I do run that team.
Okay. And then Infinity, what are you running?
Wedge lead rebels.
Wedge lead Rebels. Ranger?
I run Lando still, but I'm thinking because I have Boba Fett now, if I should change it up. We can look at my roster here in a second, and we can pick my team. Yeah.
I'm running straight Boba Fett all the way.
Well, you're so you can run anything.
I cannot run anything.
Yes,
I
you can.
could. I could run it. I could run any of these leads except for Maul or Rex at the moment.
Yeah.
But
yeah. It's just a
so
matter
then
of time.
now we need to go for the top characters.
You're a whale without Rex?
I have never pulled a
How
chromium.
dare you, sir?
You're an awful whale.
I will tell you why.
I think
never
Team
pulled
Instinct needs to kick you right now.
I'm telling you, you need to call them up and let them know.
I'm not going to do it.
I will tell you that that a long time ago the devs made a post on the made a post on the forums, and they said that what was going to happen is that eventually every Chromium character was going to become free to play. And given that, I said I have so many characters I need to work on. I don't need to be pulling Chromiums and being mega gear locked. So I just worked on all the other characters, and then of course at this point, since we've had the introduction in, because this is new. We have more characters in guild shipments. We have characters in the ships, in the fleet shipments. And because of those two things right there, there are very few characters at this moment that are behind a paywall. I would say that we're down to.
Java Engineer really sucks to get.
Right. But at least he's not behind a paywall. I mean, it's a
It might as well be.
It's not a paywall though. The characters behind the paywall: Jyn Erso, Shore Trooper. You got
Chet Airway.
Cassin.
Yeah, Cassian.
You got CI and Baze.
Yeah.
And so you're basically looking at the new characters from the newest movie, and at the moment everything else is farmable.
Yeah.
Does everybody else agree with that, or do you guys see it differently than I do? Mage Ducky, do you see it the same way I do, or no?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me, honestly, that the Rogue One characters are going to be the ones behind a paywall, because that's where a lot of the new people are going to want to go to. They just saw the movie. They're go pick up a Star Wars app to go play a game. They want to play those characters. It makes perfect sense. And I personally, I would guess that they'll be coming out from behind the paywall in 3-4 months.
Probably.
I would think.
So
Urban, you kind of see it the same way. Urban Blaster?
The worldview of Urban, please speak.
Let it rain, fools.
So on the, are we talking the top?
We're talking about characters as far as there only being 4 characters now 5 characters that are really behind 6 characters that are really behind a paywall. The 5 rebel characters for the movie, and then then Shore Trooper.
Yeah, that's a pretty good shift in the paradigm. I mean, but it is long farms on those other ones, so I mean they still
Without a doubt, it's wicked long.
it is you could farm them, but it's sort of like the Jow engineer. You just gotta grind it out.
Yeah.
You do.
I guess with
Let's look at the
shops
report.
now. That's good.
So
2 shops is better than 1. That's
yeah,
for
let's
sure.
look at who people are using.
Yeah,
So we have Wedge and Chili's obviously number 1, Biggs number 2, Shore Trooper number 3.
What's interesting is you got 2 people running Wedge without Biggs. I just think that's okay. Sure.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, fuck it. Shore Trooper 3, Palpatine still hanging in at 4, Boba Fett climbing up. Obviously,
B2 making a big push.
You gotta have him, and he's such a game changer.
Do you guys not find the Shore Trooper being number 3 is pretty fascinating, considering how rare he is?
Well, they've got a couple of tournaments with him. They've got the new pack. Not really, because
he's viable too at 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star.
Yeah.
I mean, if you max level him and you max gear him, I mean, tanks gain protection whenever you get more rarity for them.
Yeah.
But besides, isn't that Smithy D? The main thing a tank gets, right, is protection whenever you increase their rarity.
It's a health.
No health. Protections from gear.
So basically, he just gains more health as you level up his rarity.
But it's not much. It's minuscule on Shore Trooper. You can get his protection up pretty high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially
So
with
that's the
mods.
reason.
Mods is the game changer, that allows you to use characters. It's not like back in the day where there was rare exceptions. Like I used Rey when she was like 5-6 stars because she just hit so hard. You can't do that now. But mods have changed that to where you can get away with certain characters doing that.
Yeah.
But then rounding up the top 10, we've got Baze, TIE Fighter Pilot, Jedi Knight Anakin, and Stormtrooper Han. So quite a shift in the meta. With this
Stormtrooper Han used to be on everybody's list 2 months ago.
Yeah, he's still a good piece.
Anakin's real high up there. One thing that's interesting that's totally off this list, Lando's completely off the
gone,
board.
and it's making me think I need to get rid of Lando.
Lando's completely off the board. This also tells you the characters you probably need to be farming for to do well in tournaments,
right?
And that kind of shows you based on a variation of these characters, you'll be able to do well in a tournament, even if you didn't have a couple of these. Let's say you didn't have a Baze Malbus. Let's say you didn't have a TIE Fighter pilot. But if you had the other 8, and you had 2 or 3 good leaders from the other group, you could potentially have 2 teams that could beat most meta teams.
Yeah.
Working on Echo. Interesting, from
Yeah.
Swamp Monkey.
Yeah, Echo's another good piece. He really is. So let's
you want to go back over to Finn?
I think we have to do some Christmas stuff again.
You want to do some Christmas stuff now?
No,
Okay,
it is
let's-
Christmas. It is Christmas. It is Christ
It is.
Mass. It is soon becoming the day that the little baby Jesus was born. And even though he was a baby, he was omnipotent and could destroy you. And we celebrate that by giving each other gifts and being merry. But we wanted to do a Secret Santa with everybody here. And I think we need to do the Secret Santa. What do you guys say? You guys down to do some Secret Santa?
I'm down to do
Yeah.
Secret Santa. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
Now I have to pull up the panel, and it's probably gonna be fucked up, but let's do it anyway. Thanks, Grande, bitch.
Do you want me to explain how we did it?
Yes, explain how we did it.
So,
All right.
go ahead, Finn, while I try to fix the main.
Yeah, I figured you were bringing it up.
It's gonna fix my screw ups. Thanks, buddy.
So it's hard to do Secret Santa over the internet and to incorporate Star Wars, but we found a way to do it.
Plus we have a UK member of this panel.
Yes.
Shipping is gonna be a beast.
So, in order to kind of help everyone get ideas for gifts, in addition to figuring out where to shop in different places, there's 7 of us: myself, Ranger, Grande Patron, Lampshade, Smithy D, Urban Blaster, and Mage Ducky. All of us picked a Star Wars character in the game that we all liked. And after that, we got randomly assigned to one of those characters, and that was going to be our Secret Santa that we were shopping for. And we got assigned a specific store that we needed to shop from. So the stores that we had were some of the common stores that a lot of you might be shopping from. So we had Macy's, Best Buy, Bed Bath Beyond, Hot Topic, where honestly, if you're shopping from Hot Topic, you have issues.
Why?
Walmart,
That's your
Unless you're
favorite.
getting Star Wars shirts.
How dare you,
That's all
sir?
you want is
I shop there
Star
all the time. You trying to say something?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Kick your
something
ass.
wrong with you. Okay, so that's the way we went ahead and did it. So each of us shopped and had a reason on why we got our assigned character something. Nobody knows whose character is who, so we're going to reveal that now with you guys also. And you guys get to see the gift and why each person chose those gifts for that character.
So this,
Now the first one
this is
is from
Lampshade.
Lampshade.
And guess what? He's not on.
Yeah.
I guess he thought family was more important than doing our show. So when you guys see him, please, by
got
all
little
means, you wait up, kids. Is that really a viable excuse? I mean, I'm just saying,
All right.
we
So his
miss
character
him.
was Savage Press, and
He's not here, so
right?
I will have to cover for Mr. Lampshade. I got to pull it up. Wait, that was sent to me.
Oh, that he,
Wait,
you-
where does it
you-
go? Ah, no.
So
God
now,
damn it,
Finity, you're the one that picked this character, right?
Yes. So Savage Press is my character.
Right.
And
Alright,
if you
so-
watch the stream, you know
We
that
also had
I
a
like him as a character.
$50 too, right?
Yes, and the limit on the shopping was $50.
Right.
So the 4 items he picked were.
So the first one was Cosmic Psychos, blokes you can trust, and this is I mean this was all written out by Lampshade, so I apologize to everybody and all the little pygmies down in New Guinea for having to put you guys through this, but I have to read it. So, Cosmic Psychos, blokes you can trust. Over the years, Savage has had either his mind controlled by witches, Night Sisters, or manipulated to doing the bidding of someone else, such as the Way of the Sith. With all this happening to Savage, it is more than likely led to serious trust issues. With this self-help DVD, Cosmic Psychos, blokes you can trust, Savage can learn to trust again. The video covers all Australian top rock stars while they sit back and drink beers. This will truly help Savage learn to trust again, and maybe one day to love. Ventress, we are looking at you. No, he won't learn to love because he's dead. Lampshade, again, the canon. You got to watch this shit and know it. This is wrong.
The next item on his list.
Oh my god. Why did he pick shit that I can't pronounce?
Metalocalypse.
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 Apparently.
When killing Jedis and those who stand in their way, what better way to get your force flowing? That's what she said. The CD can add fuel to Savage's fire with songs like Mermaid Murder, Go Forth and Die, and what the fuck? Ranger's personal favorite, I Ejaculate Fire?
You might want to have a doctor look at that.
Yeah, you might want to. That way, Finity, is there a problem if you're doing that?
Finn,
You might.
I need you to get.
You might need to take some penicillin if you're doing that.
I can't take penicillin because I'm allergic and would die.
It's
So I
okay.
guess I'm going to be
Maybe
pissing
some bleach or something, maybe.
liquid hot
Holy
magma coming out of my penis for a long time. These hits will be sure to leave nothing but ashes in Savage's wake. Or my penis. Alright, apparently. Boy, I hope Lampshade gets on. I'm going to
I do too.
roast that
What's his next
cat
title?
loving piece of shit. Alright, selfie stick.
Yeah.
What is a killing spree without having a selfie stick? This stick can easily, I feel wrong when I keep saying stick. This stick can easily assemble to any dual blade lightsaber to savor any death blow or cross saber moments with adversaries. I mean, how often do you get to cross sabers with General Kenobi? Savor the moment. I feel like they're doing like swords with peeing.
I know. If you cross sabers, you might have lava.
Never
coming out of
cross.
something.
Yeah, what if you're with me? I mean, you're gonna get the AIDS. You're gonna catch the AIDS that I apparently have. So I mean, I don't know.
Okay,
What the hell? Are you like aiming it into directly where the other stream is coming
Just the
from?
vicinity. You just get the Ebola virus. And then
What are
finally,
those things?
yeah, unicorn headphones.
Unicorn headphones. There we go. Unicorn headphones. I finally
To
figured it
complete
out. Okay.
SWGOH's Christmas surprise, we turn to the rainbow unicorn headphones. Nothing rocks true suffering for any with more than these adorable headphones. I bet you he has a set of these. I bet you Lampshade has these.
They,
Great
they
for
probably have
listening.
cats on them instead
Yeah,
of
it's got
instead of.
cat hair all over it. He's such an old one. Great for listening to Max Rebo's greatest hit or audio files from you with mass selection unit about how to stay away from objects that can impale you during a fight. If you want to make sure you're fueled by hate, fear, and loathing, these magical headphones will do the trick.
Nice.
Merry Christmas. I hope Lampshade gets cold. All right, so let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
God, that was the first one. We are in big trouble.
Yep, I think
All right.
so.
So let me go to the next one. Me! Yay! I get to talk about what I got. And I have to look at this because everything's so topsy-turvy. I just, it just been too much. So for Savage, I was thinking she's a woman. She's a warrior.
That's not Savage.
It's not Savage.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Assage.
Assage
Ventress.
Ventress.
Saj
There
Ventress,
he is.
thank you.
He's in
See what
chat.
happens when I have to do lampshade shit for him?
Nick Miller is in chat, but he's not. Now I'm gonna have to tell you, you're gonna have to guess who picked Assage Ventress as the character they wanted somebody to buy for.
I don't know.
Guess who that might have been? I have no idea who that might have been.
I'm gonna guess Grande.
That's right, Grande.
I hope you burn in hell.
We have to keep perpetuating the myth. This is
Right,
my favorite character.
So I wanted to get her some feminine products. She's angry, she's pissed, she has no hair, but her makeup looks damn good. So I wanted to get her some stuff. First, we got her the deluxe 2-piece, 3-drawer cosmetic organizer set because what woman Sith doesn't want to look her best when she's having blood sprayed all over her after slicing a bunch of Jedi? And I really wanted to give her something from Santa. Kitty Claus, because she's been so bad. Kitty Claus said no. I bitch slapped Santa Claus and said, "Listen, the dark side kicks ass, and she needs to look the part, but she needs to have something that she could put her makeup in." And I think that this totally works for her. So I got her the cosmetic organizer set. The next is the passport wastebasket, and basically it's more womanly products because she just needs it. I mean, I'm sorry, she's looking a little butch. She carries around 2 lightsabers. I think she's trying to say something. And being a Night Sister, I just wanted to girl her up a little bit.
Nice.
She looks angry.
She wanted to be a Night Brother.
A Night Brother.
No, not a
At
Night
least
Brother,
doesn't have
Night
lava
Sister.
coming out of
She's
something.
a woman. Yeah, at least she's not pissing lava. I mean, geez, she's got that going for her. Christ in heaven.
All right.
So those are the 2 products I got. So Merry Christmas,
You
Savage.
should have bought her a wig. She'd be hotter with a wig.
No, because in the book she actually grows her hair out, so I couldn't buy her a wig. See, unlike you socialist.
You could have gotten her a towel, and then she could be. Then if you had.
Grande, your dreams are not a part of this show, man. Seriously, I know you're in love with Night Sisters in an unhealthy
I
way.
just thinking if she had a towel, then maybe she could wrap it around her head, and she could relate a little bit more with Dengar. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he's going to be looking at. Like, hey, I see you have a towel on your head and nothing on. I can relate to you.
Okay, so I have a deep philosophical question now for you.
Okay.
It better be.
Can you still call it a wet dream if you ejaculate fire?
I have no idea.
All right, moving on.
Next.
I hate you, Lampshade. I hate you so much.
It's called a hot dream.
Yeah.
Liquid magma.
I find your tone insolent, number 2. I'm going to kill you. All right, let's move on. Who's next? The Grande Patron, a.k.a. Brown Gandalf. You are up next, and you had, I'm assuming Luke Skywalker. I guess he dyed his hair in this picture because the blonde he was going with just wasn't working for him, and he wanted to become the new and improved Luke. So please tell us what you got, Luke Skywalker.
Oh.
Tatooine Luke Skywalker. He's not even Jedi Luke Skywalker.
Tatooine Luke Skywalker. So Luke Skywalker. I think my choice was Macy's, if I'm not mistaken.
Very nice.
I'm trying to remember Because it's not coming up on the stream yet. When I'm trying to remember what I set Affinity.
Well, so we can reveal who had Luke Skywalker. Does someone want to?
Yeah, who picked Luke Skywalker?
I don't know.
It was Smithy D.
Good one. So the first thing I got was
Smithy
Just to be
D.
clear.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Well, to be fair, I thought it was Star Wars, not Galaxy of Heroes. I would have never picked Sissy Luke from the game. I chose more Jedi Luke.
But even in the movies, you could have picked anybody. You
I
went
chose
with
Luke
Tatooine.
Skywalker, you know.
Wait, so you're saying Finn picked this?
Mark
So
Hamill's
Finn,
cool.
I told him to pick from SWGOH, and he said Luke. There is no Jedi Luke character, so he got stuck with Tatooine. Not my fault.
So the first
yeah, just
item
like
I
the butt
picked-
sock
the
wasn't
first
your
item I
fault.
picked was a new era Minnesota Twins Star Wars snapback cap, and the reason why is because Luke always looks like he's having a bad hair day.
He does.
And because he's a twin, I thought it made perfect sense that it was a Star Wars hat that said twins on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you know who the Minnesota Twins are? They're like at one point they were a really good, baseball team, but they've been kind of not so great lately.
Well,
and
they're rebuilding.
they're rebuilding for a decade. But the main thing is I didn't even know they made Star Wars themed in Major League Baseball hats.
MJ, I know you're in there and you're from Minnesota. You may cuss out Grande anytime you wish. Please go ahead.
Yeah, the second one I got a Star Wars Darth Vader ID tag.
Why?
And it's just in case he forgets. It's on there that's Darth Vader and it says, "I am your father." Just in case he forgets one day who his father is. He'll always have that to remember. He go, wait, who's my
That
dad?
name no longer has any meaning for me.
That's the
God.
so those were the two items.
All right, so God. All right, let's move on to the next one. Infinity, you had HK47 and Hot Topic.
Yes, so HK47 was Lampshade's character.
Well,
And
it was?
Yeah.
I'm surprised it wasn't Maze Ducky's character. Okay.
Yep. HK47 was the Catman. So the first thing I got him was a Funko of Chop, because Chopper is probably the only other droid that hates dealing with people as much as HK47. So I figured he needs a little buddy to hang around with. And then it's Hot Topic. Hot Topic is loaded with all these kind of random things. And who better to mix with his hatred for everybody than Deadpool? And he's a droid, so he's just naked. He needs clothes. So I got him a Deadpool hat and a Deadpool and a jersey. And the jersey is sleeveless, so he can still move his arms around pretty well.
There. It won't get,
Yes,
okay.
freedom of movement for the droid.
You
Okay.
don't want him, yeah.
You have to be fashionable, but you have to be functional.
Okay.
And then last is the Luke Skywalker lightsaber. Because if you are a Jedi killer, you need that as a trophy. You need Luke's lightsaber as a trophy.
Okay.
So I wanted to give him a happy clothes.
Merry Christmas, HK47 from Finn. All right, let's move to the next one. We have Darth Vader, and we have we have Urban Blaster. This ought to be brilliant. Silence, or as Urban Blaster rains blood.
What was the question again? I'm just kidding.
What's going on?
I do. I love it whenever he does that.
So basically, I had to shop at, I think it was Staples. So I'm a sensible guy, and it's Darth Vader. So pretty much I got him some polish, some furniture polish. You know, he got to keep that helmet nice and shiny, and it probably works on leather. And then he he needs to have some clean vents, so you got to go with some frickin' dust cans. It's a 6-pack, I believe, so that'll last him a while to keep those his ventilator all nice and clean.
And is that like Febreze or something?
Yeah, it smells nice too.
The furniture polish.
Oh, okay.
And then Then, of course, just to keep it trendy, I think the hot items to have this year is a selfie stick. It looks like Savage got one too, so the trend lives on with those things.
All right.
Yeah, no kidding.
When you're raining
Nice.
blood, you want to get it all on video.
Yeah.
Look, it's me and Lando. Selfie time, Lando. Look at your watch.
Well, it's more like, look, here's me and Lando. Look, there's me and Lando with his head cut off.
Who picked Vader?
That was me.
Okay.
You're glad I did. Admit it. You're
Yeah.
glad. Yeah. I didn't go with Faggy Luke from Tatooine.
Hey, well, I didn't get the memo of it. It was your favourite character that represents you. So I was like, yeah, Luke Skywalker, Jedi Luke. You know, he's badass. And I've got Kid Luke, you know, from Star Wars Galaxy.
I want to go to Tasha Station to get some power converters. Smithy D's like,
Okay,
that's
now
my
we-
man.
Now we have to perpetuate the myth. Smithy D's gonna have to do a video to Zeta or not Zeta. Luke Skywalker.
I've already got him at 3 stars.
Oh, Lord.
I've never used him.
I can't even remember using him. I think I used him back when I got him as a free character, and that was it.
Lord.
Like sub level 20.
All right, and then the last one is Mage Ducky, who got...
Not the last one, second to last.
That's the last
Second to
one I
last.
have. Oh,
You should have one more.
oh, hold on. I can get it.
We can get
Hold
Ducky
on.
on the screen though.
Let's switch over to Maze Ducky, and then we'll.
Okay, Smithy D. He had Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Wait. You gotta do Mage. Which one? No. Do Mage Ducky first.
I had
Yep.
him up. You said no.
I said he wasn't the last one. I said he was the second to last.
Oh, okay. Well, we have...
Yeah.
What character is this? I've only seen them.
Piston, Space Harambe.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. And this is
Space-
Mage Ducky. And
Maze
so...
Harambe.
Okay, so my
a
shop
lot
was
of
Pet
options.
Boys Auto, and so what the? Oh, okay, sorry, I'm watching the stream and it's behind. That's right.
Yeah.
So first off, you've got your Magic Mounts metal repair tape and the aluminum high temperature silicone coating. Because those
Okay.
discarded fragments of U-wing will not reattach themselves. Use this to start piecing your ride back together. Then you have the scratch removal system, auto glass resurfacer, and the Eagle One Wipe and Shine quick detailing spray. After you're done putting things back together, show some pride in your ride by removing all those scratches and dings caused by crashing on that beach. Don't forget to resurface the glass of the cockpit so you can clearly see the next time you're about to crash. And we have some Loctite vinyl, fabric, and plastic flexible adhesive. I don't think the council will appreciate that upholstery being so torn up. Pass those seats up, soldier. And last but certainly not least, to refresh your car, automotive cleaning wipes, Hawaiian Sunrise. Because that's scary. Because that Scarab Sunset is so memorable. Here are some wipes to bring back the romantic mood. Keep things spotless on your next trip.
Oh man, I've never seen such enthusiasm for a Pep Boy.
That's so awesome, dude. That was so awesome. You know, spoiler alert for characters that had all they had a huge, had a huge monologue
I
in
don't
the
even know what
movie.
to say.
we got like 7 items for a guy who had a huge monologue in the movie. I mean,
Well, hey, people have been saying he gets about 7 seconds in the movie, right?
That's
So it's
about
one
it,
item
yeah.
per second.
1 item per second. He's got almost as much time as Old Man Luke does in the last movie.
All right. So
And he's about as hairy, too.
Yep,
He's
okay.
about as scary. You know what? Maybe that really is Luke. He's just, it's like
Puberty.
it's like,
Luke,
it's
what's
like
going
fat,
on, buddy?
No, it's like Fat Elvis.
Fat Albert. Hey. What's going on today?
No.
All right, let's go
So
to the last
who had Biston?
Yeah, who had
Who
Biston?
picked it?
Urban Blaster.
Urban
Nice.
Blaster.
Ooh, okay.
That was a good one to pick, actually.
That's a good one. All right, and last but not least, we got Smithy D with Obi-Wan Kenobi. General Obi Kenobi
That's it. Yeah.
from the
Yeah, so-
Clone Wars.
I didn't get a memo about making a story, so I'm gonna have to make it up as I go along.
I didn't make a story, but apparently I'm pissing fire, so just go with it, man.
As the Jedi are not allowed to love, I went deep into the heart of General Kenobi and looked what he really wanted. So I got him a picture of Natalie Portman in her wedding dress.
That's what he was
He
really
can
after.
look, but he can't touch.
That's right.
But for his travels for Tatooine, I brought him a Natalie Portman doll. And to go with that doll and that picture, I got him some tissues and some Vaseline so he never goes dry on
Holy
Tatooine.
crap!
Oh my gosh.
Can you please expound on what you're saying, Smithy D?
He's trying to,
Well, I'm
he's
saying,
trying
you
to
know-
cool down the lava.
Well, when he travels to when he travels to when he travels to Tatooine, he can put Natalie Portman in his pocket. Never forget her. When he gets to his little hut, he can put up the picture of Natalie Portman. He's got the Vaseline for his face to stop all the sun rays and stuff, and he can use it in other areas and his tissues just to make sure it don't get on the floor.
Caution, Smithy, these items are not to be used if you're ejaculating fire.
Because the petroleum is flammable.
Y'all jelly because I can do a volcano anytime I want.
Ewokin's upset that Urban Blaster did not do Lobot.
Hey, Ranger.
He wanted some Lobot love.
I just realized Ranger started the fire.
It was always burning, the world was turning.
No, as he was having fun, but yeah.
As he was having fun with some bass.
I wish though I got
that-
Darth Vader.
Yeah. Well, I would
do
be
wish.
shocked because I don't think he has his member anymore. Interesting to see if he could.
Yeah, he already did some lava with his member.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just literally all I'd get Darth Vader. Well, I'll just get him a pack of condoms. Simple, done.
You just want to get choked like a bitch, don't you? Like,
That's that.
I find your
Even
love
a
in
sock.
condoms.
I'll just save
disturbing.
the whole galaxy. Going to storm out by a piece of plastic.
Yeah, I know. That's Darth Vader's problem. He just doesn't get enough pussy. So I mean, that's why he's so angry and bitter. He got asked once, and
Oh man,
Oh, my
have you seen the video? I was on YouTube the other day looking through, and I think it was, I can't remember. It wasn't Suspendus Wave, but he put up, there's a video up there by a famous like Star Wars YouTuber. Did Darth Vader's penis get burnt off on Mustafar?
yeah, I did see that video. I also saw a video of they took Darth Vader from different scenes in all the Star Wars movies, and instead of Darth Vader's voice, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger from scenes from the movie. If you haven't seen it, it's classic. I was
Kindergarten Cop. It's not
Yes.
a Puma.
Yeah, like the scene from Return of the Jedi where he's talking to the guy that's building the Death Star. Instead of his voice, it's like, no more bathroom breaks. If you guys haven't seen it, it's on my Facebook page. You guys can check it out.
Have you seen the little Annie one?
Yes.
Where he's like, "Are you an angel?"
Hey, back to SWGOH. Do we want to go over Finn?
What's next?
The new character we did, and the rework on Finn, and the fact he's a daily login character for January, and they kind of reworked him like a whole bunch.
Leave it to Grinded to bring us back into reality. Let's look at Finn. I do have Finn.
So, a preview of our last update. Finn is the new login character for
And
January.
of course, the game locked up. So give me a.
So,
Hold on.
I
I
okay.
can't do anything because I'm. KO player decided to be.
Want me to read them while you're
Yeah, go ahead.
while you're restarting? So Finn deals more bonus damage with crack shot and increases his chance to expose and stun his enemies with takedown. Hold the line now grants increased healing and shares that healing with Poe Dameron. Additionally, the Omega upgrade for this ability now gives Finn the ability to dispel all debuffs from all allies. So effectively now Finn has become, on Omega, has become a cleanser. which I think is pretty incredible. And then balanced tactics. This has been reworked to grant more offense and much more defense. This ability to gain has a brand new Zeta upgrade, which gives all resistance allies even more synergy with foresight and expose. Now, what's interesting is now they got Finn kind of tag teaming it with Poe a little bit. There's been some additional update. Fire resistance group, which is Poe now resistance bravado on a now buff immunity is a 50% chance. Standing firm bonus now grants Finn upgrade and adds whenever Poe exposes, taunt Finn gains taunt for 1 turn. So that's pretty interesting. That now we have we're kind of making another duo. We've seen these duos with the Rebels, and we're trying it again. The other update that we have here is the Resistance Trooper. I don't know how many people are using a bunch of Resistance Trooper, but Opportune Strike Omega upgrade now dispels all buffs from target enemy as well as plus 15% damage. And then that's basically the entire rework that we have on the Resistance. That's pretty sweet. The upgrades. Urban Blast. What do you think about these guys? What do you think about the changes to Finn and Poe?
Right, now I can actually pull this up.
I have neither one of them, so
okay.
I better get to farming.
Smithy D, what do you think about the Finn Poe synergy now?
Not really a fan. They've both got the same jacket. What's up with that? They've got 2 jackets now. There was only one in the movie. Come on. Why haven't we got X-Wing Poe? Why do we have Jacket Poe and Jacket Finn?
I don't know. They do have the same jacket. I never really thought about that. Yeah, I guess it's because he borrowed it in the movie, right?
Guess he didn't give it back and just Finn brought a new one, I guess.
I guess so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Does that bother
But no, they look,
the fact that you
look pretty
Jedi
cool.
Knight Anakin and Vader on the same team, or Palpatine and Sidious?
Yeah, but they look
Han
the
and
same, do
Han.
they, you know? The jacket
or
is actually
Han.
identical.
Having duplicate clothing is far more important than having 2 of the same character.
I wonder if this is going to make Resistance. The foresight and the expose is probably the thing I see most important in this group. Expose is a fairly strong negative status effect, and especially if you were to get a bunch of exposes with Finn and a bunch of exposes with Poe, and you were in alignment with an AO behind it, that could be fairly impressive.
Hey, I just got to say, the only thing that I think that's been exposed is Ranger's favorite song, Last Act.
Oh, now you
now
want
he
to show
shows up. It's all right. Now Lampshade shows up after 1 hour and 17 minutes into the stream, 17 minutes after Grande screwed it all up.
No worries. Hey, I only had a minute, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it is funny. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm
Nothing's
I'm
funny
sitting
about
here.
anything you say, Lampshade. I hope you. How dare you, sir?
Man, you calling me out saying that I should watch it. He's already dead. He needs to learn to love. If you had read the headphone bit, the whole point of it is that he learns not to get impaled by foreign objects, which is how he dies, you goof.
No, the only thing I took away from that is I pissed liquid hot fire.
That's right. That's
Well, you're not taking away that. You just learned what your favorite song was from Metapocalypse. That's all.
I didn't even know. I've never heard them before, but apparently you seem to know more about me than I know about me. So please,
Yeah.
elaborate.
Lampshade. Have they done enough to Finn to make him viable? Yes or no?
At this point, for me, still no.
Still no. Have they done enough to Poe? Have they done enough to Poe to make Poe viable?
It's slightly more interesting, but I'm still gonna say no.
Yeah,
Smithy D, you talked about the jackets. What do you think about the characters and the reworked ability?
I'm down with the jackets.
Oh,
I like the
God.
jacket.
Yeah, the
Smithy,
jackets make it a better character.
You like it?
Yeah, it's a new meaning to Finn. So before I never used him, now I might use him to partner with Poe and expose some people, as they do Dynamic Duo.
I think it could be okay. I'm kind of with you. What about Mage Ducky? What do you think about these reworks?
I'm kind of with Urban, I think, who said he doesn't have them, so it's not really relevant.
Okay.
However,
Does it
I
make
do
you
know
wanna
that I'll
get
be
them?
no, because I'm
Okay.
doing droids and then shifting into probably Empire with. However, I do need speed mods for my Jawa engineer.
Yep.
So it's nice to have a little extra synergy going into that aspect of it, at least.
We feel like this, and of course, none of this. Here's a question I've had, and I don't know if anybody's been able to answer it. Does putting a Zeta on the character have any effect on their in the arena of ships?
Yes.
It does increase it like by one, the same way doing Omegas does, or is it more than Omegas?
Because all abilities have a max level of 8. Those that are getting Zetas are going from 7 to 8, so it's going to have the exact same impact as doing just another Omega. And because of that, and because you're only getting 140 crew rating before the ship multiplier, don't invest Zetas trying to make your ship better.
It's a bad.
You're not going to notice like any difference. Maybe a handful of health, like 20 or something. Like it's pathetically small.
That's what she said.
All right.
Hey, at least it's not spewing fire, so she can touch it.
That's right.
Hey, listen, fire is good.
I think
don't hate on the fire.
The next
Earth, Wind, and Fire?
next item on our list is the normal AAT raid changes. Good. We like them. We don't like them. We feel like it should be different somehow. Urban Blaster.
Get in here, brother. Say your piece about this.
I kind of dislike it and like it because being on a guild that we could crush that normal the way it was before, like paper mache. But now when you do it, it kind of you do have to. It's more like a heroic a little bit in the sense that to get the best points because it goes by so quick, you got to use the best for the best points in whichever phase.
Okay.
And it does get you in preparation for heroic a little bit in that sense, but it sucks that they had to nerf it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. Smithy D, what do you think about the normal AATs now?
Oh, I've never played a normal AAT.
Really?
So I don't know what it was like.
Yeah,
I've never played it.
Mage Ducky, normal AAT nerfing. What are your thoughts?
I love it. The guild that I joined, Guardians Beta, had started the AAT back when it first came out on normal, and they were a third of the way into part 2. We restarted it a few hours after the nerf update, and we are currently over halfway through part 3.
Nice.
So what that means
is easier for your guild, much better choice. Because I mean we're 3 or 4 weeks, maybe even longer than that. We're a month and a half from when the AAT first came out. Yeah. That's a substantial increase in loot for you guys and raid rewards.
Oh yeah. I mean, because we're talking probably 4 months to clear it originally versus 2-3 weeks now.
Right.
So it means that we're actually going to be able to. It helps the lower level guys because we're able to get that raid gear sooner and faster, which will help us catch up a little bit to those already doing heroic.
Okay.
Right. I can tell you, me and Finn were raping, just raping tier 6. I misquoting you there, Finn, because we were putting some serious damage on that thing today.
I could have put a lot more too. I didn't realize we would clear it all in one day, so I expended a lot in phase 1 when I could have saved for 2, 3, and 4 because I didn't think
I did
finish it in a day.
One attack each one, and I was like number 1 for a bit. I was like 3.5 million. I was like, all right, I'm done because I want to give other people an opportunity to actually do it. I could have gone in and done more, but I was like, wow, they really did bring it back. But it's nice because it makes it farmable.
Right.
It's kind of like the Rancor raid, and if you it could help you get to heroic level for AAT, which was what we're really trying to get to right now, and I think it's a good thing. I don't have any problems with it. I think they cut the time down, they cut the difficulty of it. I think it gives, like as Mage Ducky says, lower tier guilds a chance to get a chance, an opportunity to get loot that they need to get their characters up. I think it's a win-win. I actually think this is a solid move on
CG's part.
CG's part. Yeah.
I
The
gotta
only
tell you,
thing I don't.
I'm not. I gotta tell
Urban.
you,
What?
I'm
Did you
with
say
Urban.
no?
but- Yeah, Urban said he didn't like it, and I'm
No,
kind
I
of.
said because the one reason is because I ain't got them to do at 10 o'clock at night anymore because I counted on that reset to have something to fucking
Well,
do.
your logic, it just makes sense. It's like Aristotle.
So here's the part that I don't get. You
It's
know,
because you're well. Be quiet.
no. Rancor Raid, we have 7 speeds, like a 7-speed bicycle. AAT, we have 2 speeds, like a 2-speed bicycle. But yet we have guilds that are Mage Ducky's guild. It was maybe has players that are a little bit newer. I mean, Mage Ducky, you're playing on what, like a 6-week-old, 2-month-old, something like that account, right?
Yep, 2 months.
2-month-old account. You got other people who've been playing for a year. It sure seems to me like we should have more speeds to this raid, so that you could have picked a tier 5. I mean, you call AAT normal a T6, not a T6. It's normal. It should be a T6. There should be 5 below it.
I think I tend to disagree with that a little, though.
I do too.
Really?
Go ahead.
But I knew you guys would agree with me on
because
that. So go ahead.
because the AAT is designed to be content beyond the heroic Rancor. So the only way you can make it like the next actual raid without having it be a parallel raid is making it so that the first level is equivalent to the level of the previous raid. So you can only have the normal AAT balance out with the heroic of the Rancor.
Or just a little bit,
And
a
you
little bit
can
more.
progress.
Yeah, just a little bit more.
Or a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah, which is what
I mean,
it is.
it's the same way like when they were doing, I don't know if you ever played like World of Warcraft, they had Molten Core, then they brought in Blackwing Lair back in the day.
Right.
Blackwing Lair, you really needed Molten Core gear in order to get into it. It's pretty much the same concept, that in order to do anything with the AAT, you need to get the Rancor raid
That's a
up.
really good
And so they
analogy.
just progress.
You're making a good point. You're convincing me that my original thought was maybe not the greatest. Do you feel like that they should still have 7 tiers, or they should have more tiers than just 2?
I'm okay with 2. I'm kind of, I think, with you and Urban in that as a player, I really like the because it's easy and I can get loot faster effectively at it. In terms of the game, it seems like it goes way too fast and almost as if they didn't really test this. Level is really stupid.
Okay, so next item on our list is coming events. So
You did all that.
Yeah,
did
we
we
already covered all
did we
that.
talk about
Started
all
all
that?
of it. Yep.
Okay, the different. We didn't talk about all of them. Emperor's Demise, droids
Right. I mean,
coming back. I mean, rebel. The assault battle, military mites coming back for all those people that have that.
let's go
I mean,
to
there's a bunch of
D's.
stuff.
Let's go to DeMorton's thing because I think we've covered a lot. We can cover some more of that next time.
I'm good with that.
Questions.
So DeMorton.
Yeah, so he was the winner of. Let me pull it up. He was the winner of our contest, right? Or it was just something he put up there.
Yeah.
Yep. No, he was the caption contest winner.
Caption
And
contest
this is what he
winner.
wrote.
And he went above and beyond and actually put it in a meme format already.
If you can see, there's a picture
So
of all these
basically,
dots.
Part of the reason why he won was because he made it really easy for Finn.
Hey, if you can make it easy for Finn, that's how you win a lot of free shit with us. Because there's a lot of people that are getting some gifts from us.
That's right.
Well, that's why
Christmas.
Finity likes Ranger so much, because he's pretty easy.
It's that.
Lampshade, your
It's-
obvious jealousy toward me is
It's
obvious.
that-
Stop it. You can never beat
it's
me.
It's that magma coming out of his selfie stick.
I know. It's like it's pooling right below me right now. It's burned a hole through my seat, so You know, it's pretty awful right now. It's
All
like,
right, so here,
have you ever seen the acid from the aliens?
So who
You know,
did the
that's
picture?
kind of
Who did the picture? We got to remember who did this picture.
Ewalkin.
yeah.
Ewalkin is the winner of the picture, and then DM is the winner of the caption. And who wants to read the caption?
I've got it up. It's all read. It says, Darth Vader, I find your lack of dots. Wait, never mind. False alarm. It's not disturbing. And it's a picture. You can see it on the screen. It's pretty brilliant. I swear, every time I hear the word dots, I always go back to the World of Warcraft. More dots. Hit it like you mean it. yeah, I just go right to that image. Like more dots, more dots. Oh God. But it was really brilliant. It made us chuckle. So good job, D. Good job, you walk in.
Yep.
But yeah, there are some people that are getting some free stuff from us. So the more you participate, the more chance you get to winning free shit. And everybody likes free shit, except Urban. Pretty sure
Because
Urban.
he doesn't pay for anything, so all of all of his shit is free.
So what I would like to do now is let's get into some Star Wars Galaxy Hero stuff. I want to cover two areas. Let's look at the current roster I'm running right now.
Yep.
I'm running. If I can pull it up, please, game, please. How do I show my? I have to go.
Yeah, you gotta in the main screen. You hit your player rank max, and it'll show you what your arena team is.
Yeah. It says I'm fast and loose. Okay. If I can. Why is it not? God damn it!
That does explain a lot, Ranger.
It does, doesn't it? I'm fast and loose, and I melt women. I make love to them. Oh, now it wants to work. Okay, that's not who I picked. That's not what. It's not Hassan. It was me. All right, give it a sec. So I'm running Lando lead.
Yep, Lando, Wedge, Biggs, Emperor Palpatine, and Stormtrooper Han is who you're running right now.
Right. So that's my current team.
Yep, I got it up. I pulled it up.
All right. So
I want
to ask the council.
The council. Okay.
The council. We're going to call this the council now.
What you
the
should
Altitude
be
Gamers Council. Everybody here has earned their spot in the council except Lampshade. He bought the election and he got here somehow.
It was huge.
It was huge. What he did.
I was here before the council existed.
So what he
I
did.
just happened to be in the room.
Lampshade. He lives in Florida. He was like, the Mexicans got to go, and he got elected.
Up. Okay.
No, you built the council around me. I just happened to at the time, and
all right. So now that you've seen,
decided to keep me.
Oh, I get prizes. So now that you've seen, damn, that's some pretty decent loot. Damn. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the tier 6 raid. I'm just gonna claim that real quick. Thank you very much.
I think DM's picture is still on the stream.
I see DM's picture, and I see my face frozen.
What?
My face is frozen.
Oh, well, that's what it should be. You don't get to say anything, sir. You caused enough goddamn mischief tonight.
I waited like 40 minutes to say my picture.
Oh, I've got to change to the panel. Okay, sorry. See what happens when you have to last minute this shit.
Okay. Yeah, we have to. Okay. Anything wrong, just blame Grande.
So we know what my team is now. What should I be running? Now I do have Boba Fett available.
I see that you have a Gear 8 Boba Fett. It looks like.
Yeah, hold on. Damn these offers, man. Every goddamn time it's like, hey, would you like to buy this? No, I don't want to buy it. Stop it.
Hey, they have to make money somehow.
I know. My game is.
If we pull up that report, and we were to pull it up, we probably want to keep Wedge and Biggs on the team, right?
Let's keep Wedge and
I
Biggs.
think that's.
Is everybody in agreement with that? Mage Ducky, Smithy D, you guys cool with Biggs and Wedge?
Depends on the rest of the team.
Yeah. So, who are we gonna run with Biggs and Wedge? And who should be the leader? That's what I want to know.
If you have some good speed mods, I haven't even looked at your mods yet.
I could take if I'm not going to use the Emperor. I got really great speed mods on him that I can use for other characters and stuff. I've got decent speed mods on all the other characters like Han and stuff like that. But I can move the
Yeah,
speed mods. I can move.
You have a 30. You have a 30 speed. You have 330 speeds, a potency. You have a crit damage on Lando. I mean crit chance on Lando, and you have a defense on Stormtrooper Han, and then you have some plus 26 on Wedge, and you have a 26 on Anakin. If I was gonna make a team for you, this just me, I would run Wedge lead, Biggs, Palpatine, Boba Fett, and then you need a taunt. And your best taunt right now is still Stormtrooper Han. Okay. It would be really nice. The biggest challenge with Stormtrooper Han is that because Stormtrooper Han can't taunt immediately, it means that it leaves your Wedge, Biggs, Emperor Palpatine open to being one-shotted by someone else's Biggs.
So I could go with K2SO because he taunts.
Right, but he doesn't. What we're saying is it's not going to stop the one-shotting of the game. Hey, so the one shot ending of the game, what stops that is Shore Trooper and Baze Malbus. And Baze, Malbus, you don't have unlocked. Shore Trooper, you have at 3-star. So, right. And I think he's viable even at star if you were to gear him, level him up all the way. Now, the one challenge to the one challenge to that is that's a lot of resources in a 3-star character.
The one thing to note is that, of course, like a little bit of damage, a little bit of armor. He only gains 6,500 health, going from 3-star to 7-star. So, I mean, it's 6,000 health, so that's a bit, but it's not the end of the world, I don't think.
So, Mage Ducky, you're even saying potentially he should gear up Shore Trooper.
That as a droid user who doesn't have the best mods right now, Shore Trooper stops me cold because I can't do anything until B2 goes.
Gotcha.
To dispel that.
Smithy D, what do you think?
I think he died.
He may have
No, I'm still here. Sorry.
No,
He's out getting a cigarette, drinking some Jack Bourbon like I am.
No, it's 3 a.m. here.
Yeah, I know. We gotta hurry up so Smithy can go to night because we want him to make some good videos tomorrow.
Let's have a look. I'm lost with the conversation. Sorry.
So we're trying to figure out a better arena team for Ranger J 1999.
Urban Blaster is contagious.
And my first thought was to keep Wedge and Biggs on the team and to have him level from level 1 to hero, 0 to hero, his Shore Trooper, and put Shore Trooper on the team, even though he only has a 3-star Shore Trooper.
Oh, Shore Trooper all day. That'll definitely hold. He ain't got no fun sack. Because Shore Trooper, I even gear him up.
Yeah, gear him 0 to level 1 to level 85 him, and max his gear out to gear level 11, and you'll almost have as good a Shore Trooper as a 7-star Shore Trooper at 3-star.
Yeah, because you're at 3-star max gear, you're gonna have 56,000 total health before mods. You're adding 6k to that by going up to 7 stars. So 56 instead of 62.
What you're doing is you're stopping the other Biggs from one-shotting your Wedge or your Biggs on a first go-around. And
you
so
could use like a Boba lead then as well.
That's right. He could use a Boba lead. He could use Boba lead, Wedge, Biggs, and then in that 5th spot you could put in Emperor Palpatine sometimes, or you could put Lando in some. Or you can put Jedi Knight Anakin in sometimes. Remember, Jedi Knight Anakin really doesn't need that much speed, and the reason why Jedi Knight Anakin doesn't need that much speed is because he gets speed. So,
All right, I'm gonna do it, and we're gonna see what happens.
It's remodding time.
It is remodding time.
What
But-
happened with all your credits? You used to have like 13 mil in credits.
Well, geez, let's think. KTSO, Chirpa, Bubba Fat. I mean, I had to spend. I've still got 5.6, and I still have to finish Galactic War and all that other good stuff. So I'll get some more credits where I can do this with Shore Trooper. I'm just thinking 3-star Stormtrooper. I've got some great mods.
I was not a believer. I am running a 5-star short trooper. Gear.
That's a big difference
between
a 3-star though.
The difference between a 3-star to 5 like 3 or 4K health.
Wow.
3 or 4K health. Basically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to make sure that your wedge and bigs actually survive the first round, and they get one shot off. That's what you're saying is that you want your guys to get one shot off, and running Boba lets you dispel someone else's short trooper if you could put enough speed on your Boba.
Now I am working on Sunfac. If I ever get him up high enough, would he be a viable alternative?
I mean,
He's
you could
slow
still
as
get
shit,
one
though.
shotted. You could still get one shotted with Sunfac.
Yeah,
but
because his
but
taunt takes forever.
because he's not taunted right away.
Right.
Game.
No, and he's
very low, and you have to give him a bunch of tenacity because he's young.
Yeah.
So if you're running up, I mean, effectively, we're trying. I mean, if we look at your deal, that's go for 2.5 trooper. We got short the road. So
Hold on, brother. We're getting flag.
Potentially.
right? I mean, I think that that short trooper would definitely be a good choice. And then that way you're maintaining 3 out of 5 current characters.
So the
I'll
fifth
shut up and
spot,
let someone else talk.
I
think it's a rotation
because
I would
he can
definitely
stun
say-
and do all that stuff.
in there. Window is in there. I would also say that potentially Jedi Knight Anakin is in there, depending on what you need based on the other team.
Let's
Just
say
my thoughts.
just defensively, though, I would say Palpatine.
Defensively, I'd probably run Emperor Palpatine.
Okay, cool. All right. So, holy smokes, we've had a long session, but you know what? It's the Christmas Spectacular.
I want to thank all of our guests for staying with us this whole time.
Yes, Smithy D.
Especially
Smithy
for all my
D is the
fiestas in the
man.
beginning.
I mean, Smithy to be at 3 a.m. I mean, he's probably
Yeah, that's
smoking like
hardcore.
he's probably smoking like a chimney right now. He's probably like, where am I? What had happened was.
What did I sign up for? Smithy
yeah.
D, we really
hey
appreciate
Ranger. It stopped streaming.
It stopped streaming?
Yeah.
Shit. Always something, man.